Monday Night Football takes us to Chicago this week, where the Bears host the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, a 3-point favorite on BetDAQ, 54 the total in this game. A lot of similarities here. Both these teams 5-8. Both these teams 5-8 against the spread. These are two of the most disappointing teams in the entire NFL. Both of these teams expected to contend heading into the season, especially the New Orleans Saints. Many people thought they were one of the favorites to win the NFC, myself included. You look at the Saints last season, top 4 in the NFL in both total offense and total defense. Their offense is still mostly doing the job. The Saints 3rd in the league in total offense, 3rd in pass yards per game, 9th in points scored. But their defense has really fallen off. This Saints defense, 31st in yards allowed, 30th in points allowed. They surrender nearly 28 points per game. However, Chicago even worse on the defensive side of the ball. The Bears, 32nd, dead last in points allowed. And as we mentioned, this New Orleans offense has still been pretty good this season. So if you're considering a Bears bet here, that is your number one concern there. How is the Chicago defense, which has allowed more points than any team in the NFL this season, going to slow down this Saints offense? I know the Saints have lost 4 of their past 5 games, but they still have a lot to play for. That's one of the key differences between these two teams. We mentioned a lot of similarities. The Saints, even though they're 5-8, still very much in playoff contention, tied for the lead in the NFC South heading into this week. And after Atlanta lost yesterday, the Saints could claim first place in the South with a win here against the Bears. Chicago, on the other hand, eliminated from playoff contention. A lot of dysfunction surrounding the Bears organization right now. You might have heard this week their offensive coordinator, Aaron Kromer, forced to give an apparently tearful apology to the entire team after he was outed as the anonymous source who told NFL media that the Bears were having buyer's remorse on Jay Cutler's contract. Certainly, if you have the offensive coordinator anonymously criticizing the quarterback to the media, that is extremely problematic. And I think along with the Washington Redskins and the New York Jets, the Bears, the most dysfunctional team in the entire NFL right now. They're led by Jay Cutler, of course. Look, Aaron Kromer might have been wrong to anonymously bash his quarterback to the media, but he was not wrong with what he said. Chicago lavished Jay Cutler with this $100 million contract, and Cutler has been Jay Cutler this season. He leads the NFL in turnovers. This is a guy with all the arm talent in the world, but that's just about the only thing he has, totally lacking in intangibles. And people say that, you a lot of times hear people say that too much is made of intangibles and saying a guy is a winner and a leader and things like that, that sort of nebulous, you can't put your finger on. But you know what? Jay Cutler is walking proof that there is something to those things. Because this is a guy who does have all the talent in the world, yet you look at the way he interacts with his teammates, you look at his general mannerisms and attitude when he's out there, when he's on the sidelines. I mean, the guy just sort of screams loser, doesn't he? And he is a losing bet. In Jay Cutler's 8-year career, only 1 year has his team finished with a winning record against the spread. That was his first year in Chicago. The Bears 5-8 against the number this year, as we said. Cutler leads the league in turnovers, as we said. Listen, you might be able to tell where I'm going with this. I know New Orleans has been tremendously disappointing this season. The Saints have let me down several times. I think I've backed New Orleans 3 or 4 times this year and have only won once. But I do like them in this spot. Listen, this is probably the lesser of two evils here. We mentioned both these teams very disappointing, but I do believe it is definitely the lesser of two evils. Wouldn't be throwing any money at the Chicago Bears right now. Not only are they a bad team, they're a dysfunctional team. Don't like what's going on with their coaching staff, with their locker room, based on reports we've heard. And remember, Chicago's best wide receiver, Brandon Marshall, will miss this game with a rib injury. So even though they're on the road in Soldier Field, a place where you think the turf would hinder this fast-paced New Orleans offense, I do think the Saints are going to win here and cover the 3-point number.